Hello, welcome back to another video. This time we have a quick at-home workout. All you need is a yoga mat, a resistance band or hip band, and optional is like a larger elastic resistance band, and water, of course, because burn up outside. The first movement that we're gonna get into is a squat into a curtsy lunge. I'm coming at y'all real rap raw. Like, y'all see the mop bucket in the background. Okay, we live from the back porch. But essentially what you're doing with this movement is keeping your back straight while you're squatting and pushing through your heels. And then you're gonna bring your foot behind you like you're curtsying. So you're gonna make it into a curtsy movement. And this is gonna target your legs, your little bootay. So this is your squat into a curtsy lunge. And I like to do at least 3 sets of 10 of these. So you're gonna do squat down, foot behind, that's 1, squat down, foot behind, that's 2. As always with body weight exercises, feel free to go as high in reps as you can because that's what's gonna get you right. For the next movement that we have is some calf raises. Please don't underestimate body weight calf raises, y'all. Like, do not underestimate it. My calves were screaming after I did these, but the first thing that you want to do is find a point to focus on above you if you have trouble balancing, or if I had even more trouble balancing, I would hold onto that rail in front of me. But what I'm gonna do is just lift up onto the top of my toes and then gently come back down while hopefully trying to keep my balance. And you can do your calf raises in a couple of different variations. We used to do this at cheer practice all the time. You can either do your feet facing outwards while you're lifting up with your heels together. You can do your feet facing inwards, and you can also do one leg at a time. I like to do at least minimum 2 sets of 25 calf raises each. Again, these body weight exercises, don't sleep on them. We want to do low sets but high reps. The next exercise that we are going to do, if you don't have this resistance band, don't worry. We are going to do just some body weight RDLs. The resistance band provides a little bit of tension, but essentially with this movement, you're going to be pushing your hips and your butt to the back while bringing your chest down. And then you're going to be squeezing those glutes to come back up. So you're going to push back with your butt, come back up, push back, and then come back up. We're gonna make sure that we're not just dropping our chest or making it seem like we're reaching down to get something, because with this movement, no matter if you have a resistance band or not, you should feel it in your glutes. And this is actually one of my favorite exercises to do randomly. Like, I'll be opening something or getting something out of the fridge and I'll be like, okay, let me do my little RDL stance real quick to make sure I'm doing it right. And one way you can remember how to do this exercise is to imagine that you're pushing something back with your legs versus just dropping your chest. So imagining that you're pushing something back with your bum is going to give you a lot more tension. And this is how I do it without the resistance band. But again, I'm driving my hips back instead of just reaching down. Driving my hips back, bringing them forward. Driving my hips back and bringing them forward. Driving my hips back, and again, bringing them forward. And this will get those glutes correct. This is one of my favorite exercises, both in the gym and out of the gym. This is really good for your glutes and also really good for your hamstrings. And right here, you can see what not to do. That's why I'm shaking my finger like, You can tell the difference between me keeping that tension in my upper body versus me kind of just like squatting down to pick something up. Again, we're not just bending over or squatting down. We're driving our glutes back and keeping that tension in our legs. We're not just bending over. Y'all see how I'm bending over? That does not provide any type of control. We're driving our glutes back and bringing them up. Getting on the ground now for some floor work. We are going to get into our glute bridges. And again, do not underestimate them body weight workouts. We want to make sure that our back is essentially glued to the floor, and we're going to slightly push our hips inwards because we want to make sure that we're keeping that tension in our glutes. I have this hip band, tension band, a little bit above my knees, and I'm just using that to keep that extra resistance on my legs. I'm pushing up through my heels and making sure that I am reaching that bridge motion at the top. Feel free to adjust your legs if you need to. I notice that sometimes putting my legs closer to my body is a little bit harder than when I have them a little bit more in front of me, but both ways are effective. And then we are going to take the band off and go into some one leg hip thrusts. And y'all, I'm what I consider, I think I'm decently fit. I'm a little bit in shape, but these are just low key challenging. So you can do it two ways. As I'm showing right here, you can lift your leg all the way up, or you can put your ankle on the opposite leg. And what you're gonna do is just drive all your weight up through that one leg. And I was like, okay, which one's better? They both tough, okay? Your girl's struggling. I'm like, I might need to take my glasses off. I'm rethinking my life right now. But in the end, I think I went again and did the ankle right over my leg, and I got right and did it this way. Again, don't underestimate the home workouts. Like, this is honestly challenging. If you feel like you cannot do this portion, you can honestly do 2 extra sets of the banded hip thrust like I showed before. But yeah, make sure you get that single leg hip thrust in. If you feel like you have a glute imbalance, or one cheek is bigger than the other cheek, or one leg is stronger than the other leg, this is a great way to balance out those imbalances. Look at that grimace. And again, you want to make sure that you're pushing up through your heel to contract your glutes at the top. Then we go into some fire hydrants. We're not gonna have our back super arched or super dipped in. You wanna make sure that you have a flat back. And I try not to look up, because as you see, if you're looking up, it kind of like detracts from that spine being straight. But what you're gonna do is act like you're a little dog, a little pepperoni, possibly peeing on a fire hydrant. That's why these are called fire hydrants. And with that band on your leg, you are just gonna lift straight up and out, almost as if you're trying to hit a 90-degree angle. But trust me when I say these things is hard, okay? With or without the band, your butt will be burning. Y'all see me, I'm like, hold on, I need to take a breather. I gotta pretend like I'm looking at somebody. That's what I do in the gym sometimes. I act like I'm looking around, even though I'm really just needing to take a break, because your girl is struggling a little bit, okay? Then we're gonna make sure that we repeat the same motion on the opposite side. We're getting it in. Make sure that you keep your band adjusted and in the position that it needs to be in. It's okay if it slides down a little bit, as long as you still have that resistance primarily around your thighs. Again, this is another workout to fix that glute imbalance and to get those cheeks popping. Again, don't sleep on the outdoor low equipment workouts. Y'all see the sweat. Thankfully, I am in Georgia. It don't take too much to sweat, but I just want to share this video with y'all, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Bye. We're done.